I always wear a mask when I use aluminum powder because this is basically pulverized metal. Yeah, I don't want to breathe it. For obvious reasons. Well, come visit me, Matt. You can come see it. So now I'm just have a whole bunch of the powder in there, and I'm just like pushing it into all the crevices with a brush. Try not to get it too messy outside of the mold, but it's kind of hard not to. Because if it's up on the mold, then it can possibly kind of screw up the seal. Sort of, a little bit, maybe. That's my theory anyway. I haven't watched Man in Arms in a while. Did they do God Killer? That's pretty cool. They do some cool stuff in metal, which is pretty amazing. Anytime, man. Anytime you want to come and see stuff in person. Of course, if there's sanding to be done, I may have to put sandpaper in your hand. That's the rule of the shop. Not really. I'm just messing with you. Bring your respirator. Yes. Your work contract ends on Friday, really? Next Friday? I didn't realize you were a contract worker. Oh, really? Interesting. Seems like I make a lot of the same swords that they do on Man at Arms. Although they didn't do this one, I guess they did God Killer. Never mind. But I've done Frostmourne, they've done Frostmourne. I've done Fierce Deity Link's Helix Sword, I've done that one. A 14-foot blade out of metal? That's crazy. Crazy. Yeah, they do amazing work. I'm just a fake metal worker. I don't do real metal. Excuse me. Oh shoot, I forgot I wasn't supposed to blow that one off anyway. Oh well. Alright, let's set this one aside. Hey ho! Just let's put it right there for now. voice? No, just the music. Now, I don't know if this step is necessary, but I like to do this anyway because it seems to get a better coverage. And that's just to kind of shake it up in there. Well, thanks, Mr. Bob. I'm glad you've been enjoying it. And I'm glad you like the music. And I won't get all of it out, but that just gets some of it out. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Look at that. It almost like completely made a whole nother. How's your sword doing? It's hanging on my wall. That's how your sword's doing. It looks really good too. Ah, darn it. I didn't mean to get it all over the mold here. Well, Manor Machine. If you really want one, I'm taking deposits on fully finished cold casts if you want one. I'm only making 10 of them. 5 are already spoken for. So let me know. There's a spot right here that I think could use a little more. Sometimes it just doesn't stick very well. Okay, so these are dusted, but they still have too much powder in them because there'll be like little deposits like in the corners and stuff. But what I do is at this stage I blow it off outside with my air gun. So I'm going to be outside for a few minutes. So bear with me. This was part of my whole screws. What the heck? Man or machine, if you send me an email. Here's mine. Send me an email and I'll send you all the details. Alright, so that one's ready to go. I'm going to go blow this one off. Yay! Uneven pictures. I am streaming. I am. I is. Hey, Castiglione. See you later, Matt. Come by sometime. Actually, uneven pictures. I am streaming because of you. Since you called me out. I just haven't been very motivated to stream lately. Which is weird because I love streaming. But yeah. Hey, nice to see somebody. Whoever that was, thank you for the follow. Okay, those are ready to go. I don't know if I'll ever be an affiliate. I don't stream enough. And you really need to stream yeah, you know, Jackie doesn't stream because she talks too much. She can't concentrate. Which is pretty funny. And she knows she won't get any work done. This requires a few clamps. Alright, make sure I'm grabbing the right stuff. Yeah, it helps you have good equipment. I mean, I've kind of upgraded mine over time, but... Hey, one more can. Woo-hoo. Now, in case you're wondering, I shook these up earlier, so that's why I didn't shake them up. I like to shake up my resin and let it sit. Helps it have less bubbles in it. Oh, almost forgot. Where's my powder? Alright, I set it somewhere. Where did I put it? Bag of powder. Where are you? Why am I not seeing it? Ah, it's all the way over here. I put this in the resin too. I honestly don't know if it really matters. So this is a nice apron and a bucket of clamps. Feels like a productive day. Yes it does, Dr. Sci-Fi. Yes it does. So yeah, this is smooth on onyx that I'm using for the cold casts. This is onyx slow, so unfortunately I'm not going to be able to demold this on stream today because onyx slow takes about a half day to cure. I use onyx slow because it's slow. I don't have to work quite as fast, and it creates a whole lot less bubbles. A whole lot less bubbles in onyx fast. And honestly don't think I could do onyx fast with this. So, and you'll see why in a bit. I have to do this in 3 pours. Hey, thanks everybody for being here. So you have 16 viewers. I'm always amazed at how many people show up, especially when I just start streaming unannounced. But I appreciate every single one of you, so thanks for being here. So I have to basically separate this into 2 sections. So 1 pour, first pour and second pour. Just crap in there. Oh hey Modulus. Do I know anything about laser cutters? Other than they're a laser? I know very little about laser cutters. Very little. What is it that you want to know? Somebody in the chat might be able to help you out too. Yeah, Modulus, Nick, I've had several people ask about how I do these, so I thought, you know, I'll just stream it. Make a stream of it. Alright, so that's for the second quarter. This is for number 1. Oops, probably should have set that down. Just realized I forgot to update my materials for this. I think it still says Smoothcast 300. Recommendations for a noob for a laser cutter. Well, if I was going to buy one right now, I would probably buy Full Spectrum's Muse. It seems like a pretty good entry-level hobbyist laser. That's it. Not, I mean, it's expensive still, but my buddy Joel, the 3D printing nerd, he has one. He seems to really like it. It's kind of like, so Bill at Punish Props, my buddy Bill, he has Full Spectrum's, one of their hobbyist lasers, but the Muse is more set up for the, how much is it? I think it's like 3,000 or 4,000, like most laser cut, like most laser cutters. I know a lot of people. I actually have 3 different friends in this area, all builders that have bought in the eBay Chinese laser cutters, and they seem to like those too. So, me, I just don't think I'd spend thousands of dollars on something if I can't have a company to call. So anyway, check out the Muse. It's kind of like not quite as easy, supposedly easy as the Glowforge, but kind of similar to the Glowforge, but you can cut with it offline. It's probably the biggest downside to the Glowforge. Yeah, I mixed them in the resin. I mixed it in the big batch. Although I've done cold cast without mixing in the resin, and I don't really think it makes that much of a difference. I think the veneer on the outside is what makes more difference. Takes a little while for this stuff to kick because it's the slow. So I'm just waiting for it to kick now. Which with Onyx Slow takes a while. So now we wait. That stuff to start to kick. Cast your long claw out of aluminum. Cool. Do I mostly do prop swords or do I do other things? Well, if you go to my website, if I can remember what the... If you go to my website, you'll see all the stuff I've done. Almost all of it. I don't have some of the new Star Wars stuff on there yet. But no, I don't mostly do swords. I've just done a lot of swords lately. For whatever reason. And I like swords, but I actually like making space guns more than making swords. So, but look under the prop section on my website, you'll find Farah's rocket launcher from Overwatch. You'll find Loki's staff from the Avengers. You'll find Samus Aran's pistol. You'll find, what else have I done? Which rifle is that? I'm thinking the name right now. Oh, Nova, Master Nova rifle. So, oh, Calhoun's rifle. Thanks. I'm glad you like the Groot. So yeah, I've just lately have done a lot of swords. I've kind of gotten known for doing swords. And in all honesty, this is the last sword I want to do for a while. I've done helmets. I've done armor. I'm just looking to see what I missed. But yeah, I have a lot of swords. Oh, Uneven, you like the Fire Emblem sword? Thank you. Yeah, that one was a commission. Oh, I forgot about my commission swords, but yeah. Yeah, Fire Emblem sword. Which one? I did 2 Fire Emblem swords, but I think they both turned out pretty great, so. There's the Sword of Seals and Omega Yado, both from Fire Emblem. Almost there. Favorite armor build? Probably Fierce Deity Link. Or maybe Loki. I don't particularly like making armor, so yeah. I'm really proud of the Fierce Deity Link, the whole thing. Hey! Is it Celeste Chimera? Thank you for the follow. I need to figure out a way to make so I can hear. Why don't I like making armor? I don't know. I just don't find it very fun. I don't like patterning. I mean, I'll make it. It's just not something I enjoy doing. The Loki one was pretty nice. Well, thank you. That was the first armor I ever built. It's for my daughter. I don't know, armor's just not very fun to me. Just not that fun. I guess armor's kind of tedious in my opinion. Modulus. It's there's still some edge. It's not fully all the way in yet. There's about a 1/4 inch, maybe 3/8 of an inch on each side right now. That's left to go. These are 16 penny nails I put in. It's the only support I put in here. And I put those right at the here's one of my junk test ones. I found this to be the weakest part of this sword, so I put those 16 penny nails in there on each side, so it strengthens that section right there. You know, I haven't gotten freeze lines, which surprises me. I figured that would be a problem the first time I tested this, and that was something I was concerned about with the cold cast, but for whatever reason, so yeah, that's one of the surprise things, because I thought that was going to be something that was an issue, and so far it hasn't been. This is only the 3rd cold cast I've done though, so the first 2 have been fine. Okay, so this stuff is set up enough and it's quite gooey, so then I just do this. Make sure everything is settled in there just right. Throw this on here. Lots of clamps time. Yep, Mr. Bob, that's exactly the thing. Too much time making patterns. And the other thing is every time I've done armor, I've pretty much made it twice. And I don't like remaking things. You know, when it comes down to it. One clamp short. Well, wonder where the other clamp went. Alright, I have a little one I can put on there. Ate the missing clamp. Well, thanks for nothing, man. Thanks for nothing. Thanks, I like my apron. My daughters gave me this for Father's Day a couple years ago. My family used to really be into Doctor Who. In fact, this room used to be a TARDIS console in a set. Believe it or not, I built them a whole TARDIS interior to play around in and shoot videos in and stuff. I do this in 2 steps. Ah, shoot, got a little too much. Now it's gonna be a big mess. Maybe not. This is the mold for the pommel. It doesn't have to be cold cast because it's a different color. It's actually gold, not. So I need to remove some of this so I can put the plug back on there. Assuming this hasn't set yet. Ah, there we go. Alright. Seem like a cool dad. Hey, thanks. I got into cosplay and prop making because of my kids. It just kind of took off from there. And yes, this thing gets heavy after a while. And that's pretty much it. Like I said, I won't be able to demold this today on the stream because this particular resin takes about again, much to my surprise, I haven't had issues with bubbles. Which, again, is much surprising. Because my past swords, I've had to put like weeper vents to prevent air bubbles, and for whatever reason, it hasn't been an issue with this sword. So every once in a while, I'll get a little bit like on this one. So this is the last cold cast. This is straight from the mold. Oh, I forgot my, I moved my camera, it's not up here. So here, let's see if I can show it to you guys. So this was straight from the mold. The only thing with this one is that it got a couple air bubbles in this braid right here on the end. Is that low enough? So I'm gonna have to, I'll have to put a little bit of filler on those. But this part of the braid gets painted gold anyway, so it's not, or, well, it's silver, but I end up painting it anyway because the cold cast doesn't matter here, because you can't really, it's so fine, you can't buff the cold cast out. So other than that, it just has a couple little bubbles right there, but everything else, it's perfectly fine. So yeah, that's what, and as you can see, you can maybe see just a tad bit of the line from the 2-part pour. I can't tell if that's on camera or not. But when you buff it, it's not even noticeable. So, and this sword's supposed to look a little beat up anyway. So, so even if there's some weird lines or you kind of rub too far, and this hasn't been buffed yet either. So, so even if there's like little lines, or if you buff a little too far and the black shows up a little bit in the edges, that's okay, because this sword's supposed to look beat up anyway, which is cool. So yeah,